Kevin Elliott, who died just before we restaged this production, he's written a kind of classic English drawing room farce, really, comedy. There's a sofa, there's French windows, so you sort of feel that you're in a particular style of play.
Well, yeah, because the play is set in '85 when the AIDS epidemic, as everyone referred to it then, was at its height. People were terrified. There was lots of homophobia as a result, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Now things are slightly different.
There is, well, I think in terms of AIDS, certainly there's been, an HIV, there's been an awful lot of progress. So to an extent, this is with one element of this play is it's a period piece which shows what it was like to live in that time, and it was clearly terrifying from the point of view of the disease, but also from the point of view of what it was like to function as a gay man in a very different society from nowadays. Having said that, I think the play is also about more than that, because it's really about friendship and mortality and what it's like to live your life with people, and then the encroachment of mortality, what that does to your friendship, and how all of us who have friends who go through life and loves and tragedies and so on, how we cope with it. So it's seen through the prism of AIDS and homosexuality, but actually it speaks to a wider audience.
And that was a concern, you know, when we were rehearsing it again. Is it going to still speak to people now?
You know, homophobia and HIV are still here, and so I think it's important from that point of view. It's also, I think it's an interesting moment to sort of hold the mirror up to our society and say, well, we think we have come certain ways, but it's perfectly evident from world events that we're a nanobeat away from regressing.
What's it like to play when the central character never makes an appearance?
Reg is he's quite a mysterious figure. They describe him very differently, but he's obviously incredibly attractive. And in many different ways to lots of different people. So probably the Reg that I think I know is probably slightly different from the Reg that somebody else thinks that they know. So we never agreed what he looked like or what he exactly who he was. But I think we all have our own images of who he is.
So do you find that having been in the play and still doing the play, there are messages like that you've taken for yourself?
I think it is probably to seize the day and to enjoy the moment and to cherish the friendships and the relationships that you have while you have them. And also to understand that friendships are very complex, nuanced things that go through various phases, but you have to keep turning up, I think.
But yes, it's the friendship is at the core of it, really, and also, I think, moments that you should take in your life. Guy certainly regrets not having seized the day.
Yeah, and I think that's not limited to anybody, is it? That feeling that there was a time in your life when you should have said to somebody, I love you, I want to be with you, this is how I feel, and you miss it and you live with that forever.